All right. Good evening, Professor and my fellow friends. Today I'm going to present my Stackathon project, Snake. Snake is a very retro 2D game that reminds me of my childhood. And all right, so let's see the demo. If I press R key, basically that will restart the game. And I can press up and down, left and right. It's running on a 20 by 20 fantasy land. And if I get my food, I eat myself, 1 second. All right, so once I get my food, I'll grow longer. And as you can see, the store on the top will increment by 1. Also, I can adjust my speed to slow. And if I want power move, I can adjust it to fast. All right, and the game over logic is pretty easy. If you hit the wall, it'll stop moving. And if I eat myself, it will just commit suicide. So that's pretty much it. And so I really just use React and Redux. And also I import immutable.js, which give me a bunch of collection of immutable in JavaScript that I can use. We all know that object.assign is pretty great and it's built in, give us a lot of benefits. But it gets bulky really quickly if I want to manage a lot more state and I want to do some deep modification. So instead, I use this immutable.js. I import this immutable.js library, which can give a lot of control in the array. So let's say it gives a whole new data structure like map and set that I can use. For example, the snake itself, I give it x and y coordinates, and I use .map when I receive the direction from my keyboard. Let's say if I press up and down, basically that will copy the previous snake body to the new body. But let's say if I press up, the y coordinates will minus by 1. If I press left, the x coordinate will increment by 1, but it's copied from the previous snake and increment. So that's pretty neat. And few bugs that I fixed and challenges that I faced was last week. You see the press R key, it's pretty easy that it works really well. But like last weekend, it only works when the snake is still alive. If snake died, the R key doesn't work. So it literally took me like half day to figure out the problem is. Basically, that's the problem was resolved by replacing the set timeout by set interval. So I have a logic code like tick function which trigger the movement of the snake. But if I call the set timeout, it will only call once it's timeout. But if I call it if I do the set intervals, it will call the tick function in the intervals within the set timeout length, the length of the set timeout. So that took me a while to figure out, but it's really a great lesson to learn. And I think I enjoy this. Try to keep it small and fun. I enjoy this 2-day Stackathon really a lot. If I can do it one more time, I'll probably purely focusing on the game logic first to get all the rules set out and also the game over logic set out, and then implement my code, because now my code is kind of like all over the place, very hard to manage and track of it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoy it.